right, so if you have a job, I think we can all agree that our time spent at the gym every week is limited. So whether you're a mom, a teacher, whatever time you have throughout the week, you only have a little bit to go to the gym. So maybe you're lucky enough to even have an hour a day. Maybe you're lucky enough to even have a couple hours a day. But regardless, you want to get the most out of every single session at the gym. And this is how I do that. Okay, so I lift about 5 times a week, an hour each time. And what I do to start that, I think of all my senses. So first, let's start about mentally. Mentally, before getting to the gym, you got to be in the right headspace. If that means sitting in the car for 5 minutes, taking some deep breaths, doing a meditation, whatever gets you into that headspace of, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to get what I need to do done, and I'm going to get the most out of this lifting session. Whatever can get you into that headspace, you got to do that. Fueling properly. Before you go to the gym, 100% be hydrated. Get your carbohydrates in. Like, I like to have like a little protein bar before, or like the Rice Krispie treats. Oh my gosh, the Rice Krispie treats give me the biggest pump ever. Make sure you're hydrated. You know what I do? While I do not recommend energy drinks, obviously caffeine, that's gonna get you going. So caffeine, I get a Monster Energy. Sorry, Mom. And then I get my potassium. Actually, this is my dad's electrolyte stuff. I borrowed it from him. Thank you, Dad. I get potassium, sodium, and what's it called? Magnesium. And I put that in the Monster Energy, and I drink it like that. So I'm getting my caffeine, getting my electrolytes. I'm getting hydrated. Is that my mom? No, it's not my mom. And I'm getting a little bit of carbs before my workout. And the night before, make sure you're eating enough throughout the day, because you can't run a car on empty tank. So mentally, you're in the right place. You got the food in your mouth. You got your body is good, prepared. In your ears, while I'm lifting, to get the most out of every single session, I like to listen to podcasts. Now, you can listen to music if the music is making you lift harder, if it's some like crazy metal shit and that makes you want to lift like crazy, then be my guest. But what I like to listen to during the gym to get the most out of that session is something that inspires me, something that motivates me, and something that drives me forward. So when I'm at the gym, I'm listening to either like a podcast about money, or a podcast about discipline, or achieving my goals and such. So when I'm at the gym, I'm literally just like benefiting. Like from the second, before I even step into the gym, I'm benefiting. I have good food in my body. I'm eating mostly whole foods. I'm getting in there. I'm lifting weights, and I'm listening to a podcast that's making me more educated, that's making me smarter, that's making me make better decisions. So like whole circle, like round, you're just benefiting. So that's what I'm doing with my ears. With my eyes, obviously be locked in, be dialed in what you're doing. And when I'm lifting and I'm just like going through what I'm doing, I'm not worried about what's going on around me. It's just me and the weights. I leave everything there. I leave everything on the weights. What's going on around me, that's none of my business. Whoever, that new kid at the gym who doesn't know what he's doing and he's like doing something wrong, that's none of my business. Obviously, like, be nice to people. Like if someone's coming up and talk to you, like talk to your friend, you can have some small talk with them, but stay dialed in. Stay locked in on what you're doing, because like I said, you only have so much time there. And be nice. If you do see some kid who's not doing the machine right, like show him, because that's, you're being a good person. But stay pretty dialed in on what you're doing. Don't be worried about people looking at you. Don't be worried about what other people are thinking. I have an app that tracks my workout, so I get like each set, and I can like put it in for each one. It has timers for what I'm doing, and it tracks my progressive overload, so I'm getting better every single time. So yeah, I'm just like going through all the senses. So I said eyes, just stay dialed in, ears, listen, mouth, touch, your body. So obviously between sets, you're not going to be like I remember I was lifting with my sister once, and she was just like telling me like, oh, between my sets, I'm going to be doing burpees. I'm going to get the most out of this workout. I'm like, bro, if you're doing burpees between each set, then each set you're going to do, it's going to be shit. So in between sets, I'm not usually sitting. I'm usually just like walking around my, the machine I'm working on, not only to mark my territory, but just like to get my steps into. So I'm not doing burpees between each set, because I'm like, oh, I gotta be high intensity. I can't slack for one moment. Obviously, you gotta recover between sets, or else your next set you're not gonna lift as hard. You're gonna be shit at that. So between my sets, I'm just getting my steps in, and you don't even notice you're getting your steps in because, I mean, I have a rule at my gym that's like, you can't be on your phone while on the machines. So I'm just benefiting anyway because I can be on my phone. I'm still like, you know, I'm at my machine. So if somebody wants to take a set, do a set between mine, like that's fine. But I am like moving. I'm getting my steps in between sets. So between each set, I'm not just like sitting and scrolling on TikTok, you know. I'm getting my steps in, and between each set, like I'm scrolling on Pinterest, or I'm like reading something on Substack, or I'm listening to my podcast. So between each set, I'm doing that. And no, yeah, that's pretty much how I get the most out of every single workout. And afterward, I'm like, after I'm doing my lifting and such, you know what I'm doing? I'm on the treadmill. I've been doing 12-3-30 lately, and I've really loved it. But my storage in my phone has been cooked. I have almost 200,000 items in my camera roll. So you know what I've been doing while doing my cardio? I've been just deleting photos. I've just been clearing my phone of things that I don't need anymore. I've just been deleting old emails, deleting old photos and videos and such. This lighting is shit. What's going on? There we go. So when doing cardio, rather than scrolling on TikTok or whatever you like to do, I'd still be productive during that. I'd be deleting photos, deleting emails, emailing teachers that I need to email about something. I'll be reading. I have like, do you have the Kindle app? You can get Kindle, or there's like some free websites where you can read some free books, or just like have your podcast in, like a good podcast that you're learning from, and have that going. So during my cardio, I'm getting leaner. I'm getting my cardio in. My heart's beating. I feel good, and I'm also benefiting. My camera roll storage is better, and I'm just clearing my life of things that I don't need anymore, you know? So in like every aspect, from the second I walk into the gym to the second I step out, I'm benefiting in so many different ways. I'm getting my steps in, I'm clearing up my camera roll, I'm educating myself, I'm getting a massive pump, I'm taking care of myself. Like, from the second I walk in, the second I walk out, I'm doing nothing but amazing things. So yeah, while you may not have all the time in the world to go to the gym every single day, the times you do go to the gym, you can benefit the most out of doing these things that I've told you. Now, I'm about to go to Walmart, and I'm about to go to the bank, and then I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to do all those things I just told you, and I'm going to have an amazing lift. It's going to be amazing, and I hope you benefited from this.